Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Spiritual Grind. We hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to follow, hit the little bell for your notifications when the podcast is posted, and like, follow, and share with your friends. We hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment if there's any topics that you want us to speak about.
Like, follow, share.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jenny. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Spiritual Grind.
Good morning.
We're glad to see you're so patiently waiting for us to load some podcasts up because we've been pretty busy.
Yeah.
And
in a good way.
Oh, yeah, in a good way. Appreciate your patience, by the way.
For sure. As we get back on the pony and get going back in a little bit of a routine.
Yep, a little bit.
Had a little bit of a bumpy road and getting back in the groove of things. And
Yep, but everything's going well.
Yep. Going good.
I have a topic for you.
Do tell.
With the world the way it is nowadays, with AI growth.
Yeah.
And everybody is fearful of AI.
Yeah, it reminds me of back in the day when we went from checks to debit cards.
Debit cards, everything.
You remember that?
Oh, my God. They're just controlling my money. I remember that.
Oh, my God. It's a sign of the beast. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl.
This is in Revelations.
Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it.
But with AI going the way it is, I hear a lot of times people will say, oh, my God, AI is taking over the world. And next thing you know, they're going to take everybody's jobs and blah, blah. And like I even had one person say, "Oh my God, they're going to take over the world. And they're going to eliminate the human race." Well,
we actually even have one of our daughters that is
it says that, yeah,
highly afraid of AI. Like it freaks her out. If you can imagine that we have a child that,
yeah. So here's the funny part.
Because you and I both love it.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We have fun with it every day. It's a part of our job on a daily basis. And we're always just, I guess, intrigued with the new things that we find every day that it can do and help with. And
oh, yeah, totally.
It's just so very fun
and I
to
think
play with.
I think the thing that what I want the podcast to go about today is understanding that, first of all, less than 100 years ago, we invented the first car.
Right. And
that went on mass manufacturing anyway. You know, of course, back then was 100 of them a year.
Right.
And now Tesla's coming out with a flying car.
I know. I'm so excited.
I know, right? And it's less than $7,000, which he's a brilliant man, by the way. I just want to say that. His business mind is just astronomical. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm getting on the list.
Really? Yeah, I know. I knew that was happening as soon as you saw that video.
It's happening.
But the cool part about it is, I need everybody to understand, is we as humans, part of thinning the veil and awakening process is understanding that we are what we present ourselves as. We are much smarter than that. We are much able than that. And this kind of technology is going to force feed the human race to embrace and become much smarter and start using more of their brain.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's forcing. I don't necessarily
not
that
really force,
word,
but evolution.
It is definitely pushing us towards evolving and transcending into that next technological era.
Right.
With the rabbit hole concept of getting us to a certain place.
You know, colored television wasn't even like available to the normal public if you weren't wealthy up until like, what was it, the early 70s? I don't even remember. Like, it's in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like, right. I remember growing up most of my life and when I was younger with a black and white TV.
Yeah.
And now everybody carries them around in their pocket.
Yeah, and it was tiny. The little black and white TVs were so tiny.
And everybody threw a fit about that when TVs came out.
Right. Exactly.
Everybody threw that. And so what I want everybody to understand is we are much stronger inside than we allow ourselves to be.
Than we give ourselves credit for.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And so we become fearful of technology advancements and those kind of things because we don't view ourselves as strong enough or smart enough to be able to prevail over the AI and the robotics and all that stuff.
Or not even prevail, but just figure out a way to coexist without repeating history.
Correct.
I think that's the true component of it.
100%. That's correct.
Okay, so if this entity we call AI ascends and becomes more knowledgeable, essentially what AI is doing is exactly what we're doing. We are basically doing the same thing that people are afraid AI is going to do, which is to take the information and learn from it.
Take over the world.
And ascend into a more intelligent entity.
Right.
That's what we're doing every day.
And what everybody don't know about AI is AI learns from human.
Right.
And so without humans, we don't have AI capabilities.
Right.
Now, could it learn from itself and from other AI? Yes, but it's still very limited when it goes that way, because without human interaction, that AI does not get smarter.
Right, exactly.
Which is why it creates the fear. But what I want everybody to understand is your intelligence level is much higher than you think it is, and this kind of evolving, in technology evolving like it is now. It's going to reveal things to everybody how much they really are smarter than they are, than they think.
I agree.
And much more powerful and stronger than they are. Because, with the awakening process and like with our app that's coming out is AI powered.
Yeah.
And it's AI powered because it makes everybody's experience better.
Right.
It's not going to take over your life. It's not going to, it's not going to take your money. All it's going to do is make your use of the app more fun and friendly.
Yeah.
And so when you are holding yourself back with a fear, because that's all it is fear.
Right.
And not allow AI and technology to grow into your life the way it should, then you're holding yourself back, because you'll learn from AI just as much as AI learns from you.
Absolutely.
I learn from it every day.
Absolutely.
And, like today I learned something about motorhomes I didn't know about from AI.
Yeah.
And so it's when you can open your mind, it can be very much a learning tool as well.
Yep.
And so putting yourself into a position of fear is just holding yourself back. Now, how do you handle this fear? That's the main question.
Do tell.
I don't know if I know all the answers, but I do know this. That I've never had a fear in my life that I left control of my life at all with a fear, and that very much was anything good for me. When I allowed the fear to take me over, it was not good.
Right, I agree. Yeah,
or it definitely manipulated the end perspective.
Right. Yeah.
And so, allowing yourself to have that kind of allowing fear to have that kind of control over you is never healthy.
Right.
And so making yourself more aware of the fear itself will help you begin to break through that barrier of, oh my God, AI is coming.
Yeah. I mean, the fear of blank is handled the same.
Right.
No matter what the fear is about. It doesn't matter what you put in that blank. The process by which you go to untangle yourself from the fear template or the fear grid is essentially the same.
Right.
Fear in itself is very limiting, and it will block you in. It will cage you into not letting yourself learn and grow and expand.
Right. So if you pull off the emotional frequency chart, fear is on the bottom. It's on the bottom like 8 rungs. And when you get into that frequency, it is very much contagious.
Well, all frequencies are contagious, but the thing is that growth and intuitive enlightenment and all of that is at a very much higher frequency. So anytime you're hanging around fear, it doesn't let you see the other frequencies above that very easily, if at all.
Right.
And so you're not getting a perspective of your world around you from anywhere, but just that very limited perspective on that vibrational scale.
Right.
And so it's just a very limited lifestyle whenever you fear something, and whenever you can become aware that you have the fear. That's the number one step.
And right, well, fear creates imbalance.
Right. Well,
because you won't see everything that's good within whatever you're feared of.
Well, and the fear itself will hide itself within your belief system and within your mental structure. It'll hide itself, and you won't even realize that you have a fear on some topics.
Right.
AI is pretty obvious.
Right.
Like either you're embracing it or you absolutely don't like it, or you're concerned or questioning some components of it,
right,
which trickles back to fear.
Well, it hides the good stuff in it in the long run. It only hides the bad stuff and hides its fear, but it hides the good stuff too, because you don't allow yourself to see the good stuff.
Right.
AI is just a topic that we have. This whole thing is really about your inner power. Yeah. It's not about fear. It's about understanding that you have the power to manipulate a fear. Even if you don't get past the belief system yet, you can manipulate that fear, and one way you can manipulate it is by opening your eyes, no matter what the topic is, into the good side of it. Look at the good of it.
Yeah, which is, here we are, right back at that place where I always end up going, get your journal out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if you've got a fear, and it doesn't matter, I'm afraid of blank.
Right.
Take your journal out and list the fear or the items that you're fearful of, that it is either you're experiencing or that you've told your story in your monkey mind of, oh my God, this is going to happen, or what if. Write those all down.
Well, and here's a prime example.
And then bring out the list of good things.
Right. Yeah, totally. And journal it if you need to, unless you have an awesome memory, then you don't have to. But, like 6 months ago today, I had to face a big fear.
Ooh. Where's our button? We don't have an ooh, ah button.
No, I don't have an ah button.
Oh my God. Ooh, ah. Would you work on those buttons, please?
I have quite a few spaces too.
We're almost 2 years into this, and you've yet to get your
I've never programmed the buttons. It's still got the factory settings on it. But 6 months ago today,
okay, I
had to face a big fear in my life. And that's when we decided to remove ourselves from the situation that we were in prior to.
Yeah.
And that was a big fear for me. And I had to take your hand and be like, okay, let's do it.
Yep.
And what I did was what you don't know is I sat down by myself and I worked down the good sides.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to make a balance within it. If I couldn't get rid of the belief at the time,
right,
I had to make sure that I knew the goods.
Yep.
And the good part of it. And I went through and I made a list of what is the good part of this fear that I need to conquer.
Right.
And I went through and made a list of all this. And so, and what it did was it empowered me on the inside to say, you know what? I'm not going to give this power right now, even though I'm not going to handle the belief. But it did make me feel a lot more inner peace and a lot more self-empowered.
I think that you're making a very profound statement right now.
Mm-hmm.
just because you are not at a point where you can actually sit down and do something with the belief that's creating the fear, by taking your journal out and making the list of the good things that will come out of it or could potentially come out of it, is beneficial, even if you're not at a point where you're ready to actually deal with the underlying belief that's causing the fear.
And I'm going to pull out my keychain and I'm going to tell everybody the key to doing that.
Yay.
Because, we talk about this all the time in our podcast. And when you go to look at the good sides of a fear, it can be hard consciously to name those good parts.
Yeah. It's different.
All you can do is focus on the bad. But what you can do is this, is imagine, because this is how I did it.
Okay.
Imagine yourself in a cartoon and use your imagination and go way dramatic. The best case scenario in a cartoon animated type version.
Yeah.
And create these good idea versions that's way extreme.
Right.
Because it'll put you into a higher level of consciousness.
Yep.
Because your frequency will go up because you're using your imagination and you're thinking of good, fun, positive things.
That's right.
And it will help you overpower that negative power on you of the fear.
Yep.
And a lot of people, and you can use that example in anywhere in your life.
Exactly.
Using your imagination, because I would have never thought 6 months ago today, when we left.
Yeah.
Was 6 months ago today.
Yeah.
Did I ever think that I would be at peace with myself in that scenario and with that fear that I am now? And how I did it was every day I imagined myself as Daffy Duck and talking to myself in a weird Daffy Duck voice. And making up cartoon scenarios of me doing awesome things.
Yeah.
And it was quite entertaining to watch and make you laugh, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it put me in a different place. And I did not think that by any means that I'd be where I am right now in a position that I'm in.
Which you're saying is a good place.
It's a good place. Totally.
Right.
Totally
Yeah.
in a good place. And how I did that is, like I just said, I explained it. But that is you can use that way
Absolutely.
to get yourself over a fear.
Yep.
Until you can handle the belief system behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the only way you do that is because you have to remember it. Otherwise, it'll pop back into your reality. It's like you said, journal it.
Yep.
And that was a way why I brought this podcast up today. Because what brought it up was we have a new neighbor.
Yeah.
And he made a comment about buying this motorhome.
Okay.
And his wife's and he was like, oh, I don't know about this motor, because he bought it. It was like in storage inside his old barn, and so much that it actually had corn plants growing inside the diesel fuel tank.
Oh my God!
Right, that's how long it's set. It's set for it's a 2005 model, and it's set until last year.
Wow!
And literally, it has like 4,000 miles on it.
Wow.
And this entire unit sat there, but it didn't have mice. It was full fiberglass bodied, including the roof, which is a rarity. It's a very high end unit back then.
Yeah. I mean, when they pulled in, it looks nice.
Yeah, he said
it's not run down or.
He said he paid some crew up where they're from in Delaware to get rid of all because it was the outside of the fiberglass had molded.
Yeah.
And so they pulled the outside level of the fiberglass and the clear coat coating, took it off completely and recoated all of it.
I see.
But it looks beautiful. You can't even tell that thing's a 2005.
No, I would have never guessed that.
If you didn't know motorhomes, you would never know it's a 2005.
Right.
Even on the inside, it's in great shape. But when he made that comment, his wife said, I knew it was going to be all right. And I was imagining us driving down the road in it.
That's right. That's how it works, man.
And I just kind of looked at her and I went, and she winked at me. And because you could see in his mind that his wheels are still running. And he still has this fear that he made a mistake.
Yeah.
And then the motorhome keeps showing him things that he made a mistake because he's created this environment because of the fear.
Yeah.
Because he can't see the high energy, imaginative scenarios that his wife is doing.
Yeah.
And she tries to verbally keep pushing it out there, and he's just bumping his head against the wall.
Right.
But it just shows the power of the fear and then the power of the good part, the good imagination.
That's right. Yeah.
Good energy. But that's what brought this into my reality.
If somebody
today.
can just hold the powerful thought that it's all okay.
Yeah.
Even if the partner can't quite get there.
Like you and I do it all the time. I'm not going to join you there. Or
Right.
you say, I'm not going to join you there.
Right.
And the other one holds the frequency.
Right. Because one of us at certain parts of our life, if we can't meet each other at that high frequency, then one of us is holding that frequency and doing the imaginative work and imagining, Daffy Duck scenarios,
Right.
whatever that takes, while the other one, pans out their issues within it. And then we finally join back up and take each other's hand, and away we go, man.
And now let me bring you full circle now. You ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Say you're dealing with something in your life and you're single, or you don't have anybody you can talk to at the moment about
good.
it.
Yeah, good.
You know what's really cool?
Do tell.
Is you can tell AI, hey, can you tell me the good sides of this in an imaginatory way, like Daffy Duck?
Yeah.
And you can actually tell AI, hey, create a video and make it funny. That's going to show me the good sides of this fear.
Yep. Or an illustration. I do it all the time.
And AI is going to do it for you.
Yeah. Like currently, one of my favorite things is I sit out on my patio and I work from my patio a lot. And where we are has this beautiful little lakeside, and you and I spend a lot of time on our patio.
A lot, yeah.
We love being out there. I have currently created the Chronicles of the Lakeside.
Oh, yeah. The animals.
Right, of the animals. And so
she's created this cartoon world of all the animals around this lake. I mean, the
right.
turtles, the birds, the eagles.
Yeah, one of the cranes comes on and he's Elvis impersonator. And then I've got the whole groupies.
Yeah.
And I've got illustrations to match just to play around and have some fun. So, yeah. And I do that with AI. And it's very fun. So you're very right there. Even if you're single and you don't have a partner to go through this journey with right now, or maybe that's your choice not to, and you want to interact or run things past something, AI is an amazing
it's a great tool.
co-pilot.
Because you can actually go on ChatGPT and open a new chat and label the chat as my journal.
Yeah.
And every day you can go in there and voice. Anytime you have something pop up, just open it up and pop it into your journal.
That's what
And then tomorrow morning when you get up, when you're in a different mindset, tell the journal to, hey, make something fun out of my journal right now.
That's right.
And it will go through and it will make something fun out of it for you.
Yeah.
And eventually it will understand that you like Daffy Duck and you're going to have these cartoons and it's going to put everything in a Daffy Duck style. But that's one of the powers of AI.
Yeah.
And that's also one of the powers of you taking over your reality, and you're facing a fear by doing that.
Yeah.
Now take your journal and put it inside of AI powered like ChatGPT.
And have some fun.
And have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it gives you the empowerment to understand that you control AI. The more you interact with it, the more you'll understand that it won't do anything without you telling it to do.
That's right.
And so it's not that and yes, AI out there is taking over some parts of the electronic world, but it still can't do it unmanned.
Yeah.
Because it will never have a human conscience. I don't care what anybody thinks or says, it's not going to have a full human conscience. Can they teach it to act like it has a human conscience? 100%. Now, somewhere down the road, that may evolve as well. Mm-hmm. But still, even then, you're going to have human involvement.
Right.
Because guess what? Electronics, mechanics, mechanical stuff, they all break down. They're not foolproof.
Right.
And so that's where you got to look at it. Like when we were in high school, they were preaching to everybody, go to college, go to college, go to college. From 1990 to 2000, 60-something% of degrees were business degrees.
Yeah.
Which completely, just like gold, when you have too much gold, it invalues it.
It diluted the program. Yeah.
That's right. And so now, like one of the fears that I hear is AI is going to take over programming and coding and blah 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 blah. We went down that road with our app. It's not able to create a full functioning app with any kind of leveled up or elegance
by itself. Absolutely,
you can't do it.
No.
And so, understanding that this is just part of human involvement, human evolving, and thinning the veil, and opening a new world of intelligence levels for the human person.
Yeah,
is overconquering a fear in itself, and all you have to do is create balance within it.
Right.
Create some balance. And what
does that mean? Create balance.
Like I did. I went through and I made a fun scenario, imaginatory scenario in my mind. You can do if you can't do it in your mind, do it in your ChatGPT.
Yeah, I gotcha. I understand.
Because it will make something fun for you. All you do is tell it to do.
Yeah.
And you can just say, take Donald Duck and turn this fear into something funny. And give me some goals to reach for this positive.
Yeah.
And it will do it in completely.
Right.
In that kind of way.
It will. I tell mine all the time, I'm having a little bit of grumpy day and I want to come out of that energy. Tell me a story.
Right.
And so she'll make up some kind of story and then I'll tell her, read it to me. And
so anyway, that's kind of where this podcast was for me today, was understanding that the fears are normal, but allowing the fear to control you is not normal.
That's right. And that's where it'll jam you up.
That's right. And create a balance with it.
Yeah.
Even if you can't get rid of the belief or the fear that's there.
Right.
Take control of your reality by creating a balanced section, because that's really the key to life.
Yeah. And anytime you can incorporate that joyful feeling, that funny, humorous vibration frequency, it changes your frequency.
It does.
And it takes you up the frequency scale. And anytime you can go up the scale, it changes your perspective.
100%.
And it lets new information be revealed to you at that frequency level. And you'll see things that you weren't able to see before, because you'll align with that frequency, and all the things that have the same frequency will live in that same space, and you'll be able to interact with them and come across them the longer you hold that frequency. And at first, if it's a new frequency to you, it may be a little challenging to hang on to that frequency. It may be just little blips of it, little pop-ins, but the more you practice it, the easier it is to pop into it or find it again. Right. And that's how frequency works. And you're right. You can use chat to dig out information and create fun scenarios and play with and interact with, which essentially helps you work through.
Well, it's a place that people get stuck in.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is a lot of people don't understand that the human experience is contrast.
Yeah, for sure.
If you don't have fears, then you don't know what not fear is like, or what it feels like. If you don't have sad moments in life, then you don't have happy moments.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand. You're not identifying, because you have to learn it.
Right.
You can, yes, if you're in a group of people and somebody starts laughing, you'll laugh, which will change your frequency, even though you have no idea what's behind it. That's the whole purpose behind the human experience.
Yeah.
Is being able to understand the contrast in your life is what creates the human consciousness.
Yeah.
And without your ability to create a balance within any emotion, it could be, even if you're over happy about something or over optimistic, it's okay to say, listen, what is it about this scenario feels too good to be true? And then you come to a reasoning point that's balancing.
Yeah.
And that is contrast. Mm-hmm. Contrast is really important in life.
It is. It's very important.
Because contrast will actually expose where you're fearful of things and where you're not fearful of things.
Right. Well, and it helps you to decide how you want things and how you don't want things.
Correct.
If you never know the contrast, then how are you going to know whether you want things to be like this or like that?
Right. And I think
100%.
the big part of this topic that a lot of people don't understand is they don't understand that contrast is life. And it is part of our conscious. It is a main part of our conscious thoughts and the way we manipulate our daily environment.
Yeah, I think you're right there, because I think what also happens is in the spiritual community, and when I say spiritual community, I mean like the metaphysical woohoo community that we live in.
You mean ours?
Yeah. There tends to be this erroneous belief that if you get to some ascended master level, you'll never have the proverbial shitstorm happen or the shit sandwich or the crap happen. And it's not that at all.
You'll
That's
never,
not.
if you'll just hum for 20 minutes a day, you won't have any negative thing in your life.
Right. And that's not what that means at all.
At all.
You still are going to have the contrast. It's just that your perspective about it is what changes.
Right.
Instead of it being oh my God, this is happening. Why the fuck is this happening? Perspective, it's more of, okay, you know what? This is happening. What is the symbology? What does it represent? What is it trying to show me? It's more of an inquisitive perspective rather than oh my God, victimhood. I can't believe this is happening to me.
Right.
My life is over. I'm so tired of this shit happening. And so what it is contrast still happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that as you evolve, as you ascend, your perspective about it is what changes.
Right.
It's no longer life-ending downfall of all that is.
Right.
It's now a curious, inquisitive experience of, okay, you know what? This is trying to show me something. I'm going to embrace it. And so the restriction and the contraction goes away.
Right.
And then you figure out, what is it trying to show you? What is it?
Right.
What is it trying to reveal to you? And that's the fun part of it.
Yeah. See, that's where a lot of people, they don't understand contrast either.
Yeah.
When it comes to this is, like, I'm going to give you a prime example. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, there was a show on television that Paris Hilton was in. Her and Lionel Richie's daughter.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I do remember that video.
You remember that show?
It's like a reality show.
She made a statement to me that really revealed contrast in this thing. Right at the end of the first or second season, they were doing that live interview show with somebody or whatever. And in the show, there was one of the episodes where the cab driver said, well, because she was in one of the towns when they were traveling around.
Yeah.
She was looking for something. And the cab driver said, well, go to Walmart. And she said, what's Walmart? So that's contrast in definition.
Yeah.
Because it is Paris Hilton. She's the heir of the Hilton name.
Yeah.
She has never been to a Walmart.
Yeah.
Everything she shopped comes from Rodeo Drive or wherever.
Right.
Or their personal assistant shopped for them.
I was going to say, does she even go shop?
Because they're rich.
Mm-hmm.
And so we as normal humans, we go through our life wanting the contrast of being rich. And you don't understand what rich is like because it's just a mindset.
Right.
Because here you have a multi-millionaire person that's been spoiled all their life, never experienced contrast. And now, so you think different. So really, is being rich a contrast? Until you understand what really the definition, because your definition and my definition of rich is different than everybody else's.
That is a rabbit hole.
It is.
Juiciness that I love, and it's making my mouth water for a carrot sandwich right now.
Because the reality is very simple. Your contrast is defined by yourself.
That's right.
And if you think something is bad and a fear is out there like an AI or whatever, that contrast is only controlled by you.
That's right.
And so when you experience something, in the complete extreme version of something else and have never experienced the area you don't want to be in, how do you know you're not already rich?
That's right.
Like and that's a prime example. I'm using that one because it's easy and you can actually apply this. Everybody hearing this can listen and apply this to their own life. Because without the contrast, you'd have no idea where you really are. Because like I heard a guy the other day say, man, I wish I had the money of Trump. How do you know you don't? Why is it that he has Trump? Have you seen his actual bank account?
Right. Exactly.
Have you actually seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, does he have a big building? Is he president? Blah, blah, blah. Yes. Do you think he's ever been poor?
Who knows?
But what is his poor?
Right.
What is his rich?
Yep.
And so when you can understand the differences of contrast in life, and those are all defined by individuals,
right,
then your perspective of life is going to be way different.
And you're the one giving the definitions.
That's correct.
And that's when we talk about on previous podcasts, making sure that you're not only looking at the beliefs and the patterns and the programs, but going in and checking your definitions of things and making sure those are what you want them to be. Then you'll find true perspective change,
right,
and outlook difference.
Well, we have one of our friends, and she has made the comment, "Man, I wish I was rich." But then,
well, who the hell is rich? I've never met him.
And I said to her one time, I'm like, "What is rich to you?"
Yeah, exactly.
Because I hear all the time you bragging about how good your life is.
Yeah, right.
How? I mean, what is rich? Define rich. And the only way you're going to attain what you're visualizing in your head as rich until you change the definition behind rich. And you do that by experiencing the contrast.
Yeah.
And using
and looking
yourself.
at the definition.
Looking at the definitions.
Yeah.
But anyway, and so that's where my...
we'll go deep one step further on the rich.
Mm-hmm.
If you are wishing that you're rich, but you're not acknowledging the fact that you have, and your definition of rich is being able to visually see certain amount of dollars in my checking account every month, for example, if that's your definition of rich, but you're not able to see that every month, you're very easily able to pay your rent, pay your car payment,
eat every day,
eat something every day,
pay your mortgage.
And that's not part of your definition of being rich, then you're not accounting for some of that money energy.
That's correct.
And you're not giving it value.
Right.
And when your value system is off, and you try to make a definition of what is rich to you, then you'll flub that up.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
And that's just a sneak peek of the rabbit hole that you can wander down in that one topic in that one area. And if you're afraid every month, as we bring it back around, if you're afraid every month that you're not going to be able to meet those bill needs, I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough money to pay all my bills.
Oh my God.
I have a fear that I'm not going to be able to pay all my bills. Then that definitely is going to keep you at a certain vibration where you're not going to experience being able to pay all your bills.
That's right.
And redefine that rich statement of, you know what? I paid all my bills. Thank you. I am rich. I am abundant.
1999, I went to a seminar in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma by Zig Ziglar. And he said, I hear everybody say, I want to be wealthy. And so he asked everybody in the audience, why aren't you wealthy? Why aren't you wealthy? Why aren't you wealthy? Blah, 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 blah.
They all have some sort of excuse.
They all have excuses why they
some
weren't
sort of
rich.
story, some dumbass story.
And he said, well, I can tell you why you're not rich. And it's very easy. And it's the word I. because you are responsible for your own reality. The reason why you've never gotten what you called wealthy or defined as wealthy is because you've never taken the risk to face your fears. And so the word of this is I, and the verb of this is risk. If you have a fear that's holding you back, that's creating a way right, left, or left, right, whatever contrast on a topic. The only reason why you haven't changed it is because I have not taken a risk to face it.
That's right.
And when you can...
And that's usually because of a fear.
Right. Like I'll give you an example. I know a person that had a offer or an opportunity dumped in their lap to really financially grow their wealth. They didn't take it because of a fear.
Yep.
And 4 years later, on a little minor thing, actually it wasn't even that, it was minor, he ended up, if he'd have taken the risk, faced the fear, took the risk, find and created imaginary positive videos in his head, he would have taken that little old $10,000 investment and turned it into $3.7 million.
Yep.
In 3 years.
Yep.
So you got to ask yourself, what is the fault that you're not wealthy because you're not defining it right? You're not facing you're not creating contrast. You're not facing your fear, and you're not using the tools that you're given to achieve your environment. You create your reality.
Yeah.
And that's what they mean by that. That's what's mean when you create your reality, because you're allowing things to control your reality that you're not controlling. And one of those things is using your tools, creating contrast, create a more balanced thought process on things, and redefine things.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry. I got on the soapbox.
Nicely done, sir. My job here is done. Meet Dr. James.
So the reality of life is very simple. It's a it's a two-step process. One is put I into your definitions.
I have Newt.
Just I, period. The word I. You can change that into whatever you want. But you also have to take risk to create contrast, period. If you want to grow, change your reality, do that. Speaking of AI, by the way, our app.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Fun, fun, fun.
You're smiling big right now.
Oh,
Did you like that subject a lot? Or were you just enjoying watching me?
I'm just enjoying watching you.
But
you're my handiwork.
You are.
I
agree.
At work, and
I agree.
When you take over and can put things so eloquently and beautifully, it does please me immensely.
Quite nice.
I've trained you for years.
You have.
Now to see your star shining.
You can put the whip away now. You don't have to beat me anymore. Anyway, so if people can apply this to their life on any subject, it doesn't matter. I just use AI as a subject because I hear people all the time say it. AI is a tool. Everything in life is a tool. And the only thing you can do with it is use those tools.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just an inanimate object or a thought, something that's out there that you're not utilizing.
Absolutely. And at the very least, don't be so close-minded.
Right.
Try it. Play with it. If you still hate it, then
walk away.
But don't formulate an opinion if you've never even opened up AI and interacted with it.
Correct.
You don't know what you're missing out on.
Let's talk about the biggest tool.
Okay.
You know what the biggest tool is? It's the new app called Lucidium World.
Right.
That's a complete AI interactive ecosystem for the metaphysical world that's going to open doors.
Blow the socks off of people.
Think about it, all in one place. You get your daily interactive, your intentions, your tarot, your palm reading, your horoscope, your planetary energy. You can get all this stuff all in one app, and you can buy something from the stores.
Yep.
Because there's a mall in there. You can go hire a practitioner to do a live tarot reading or a palm reading or astrology reading, whatever.
Right. You can attend live events.
You can have a live event, or you can attend an event.
Yep.
If you're a practitioner, if you are a user, if you have a store, or you create things at all whatsoever, go on lucidiumworld.com.
Yeah.
And check it out. It's our app we're creating. And guess what?
You can be a practitioner. You can be a merchant who's got product. You can be the consumer of all of that.
Yep.
And you can play game in it as well.
Create your own avatar, everything. It's a complete metaphysical ecosystem all in one place.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's the brainchild of Dr. Jenny.
Where's my applause?
Oh.
Yeah.
So listen, guys, if you go to lucidiumworld.com and if you'll subscribe, and they'll send us an email, and I will put you into the email drop for Early Bird Special, because you can get 30% off on an annual subscriber, or you can sign up. I mean, you won't be able to sign up for the freemium tiers and Early Bird, but we do have a free level, and so you don't have to pay for the app if you don't want to, but it is ad supported because you can't do any of this stuff for free.
Right.
But it is going to be the number one metaphysical app on the stores, period.
Absolutely.
No doubt in my mind.
Absolutely.
But anyway.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Check it out, lucidiumworld.com.
Absolutely.
Well, I feel complete. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm golden.
You're golden?
Gooch.
All right. So let's do our normal stuff. So, hey, guys, don't forget to like, follow, and share. Go check out the website, www.themerkcenters.org. That's www.themerkcenters.org.
Make sure you add the S.
I forgot the S. Holy cow. www.themerkcenters.org. Themerkcenters.org.
There you go. You got it.
Don't forget to check out.
Who the hell came up with that damn name?
I know, right? And don't forget to check out Jenny's blog at To the Edge and Back on Blogger.
With Dr. Jenny.
With Dr. Jenny. To the Edge and Back with Dr. Jenny.
Yep.
And hey, don't forget, go on. In April, Jenny and I are doing a seminar. We're keynote speakers for Ozark Research Institute for their Power of Thought School in April. And you can go on their website at ori.org and or look up, just Google search Ozark Research Institute on Google, and go to their website, and you can the tickets are on sale for their Power of Thought School in April.
Yeah.
So you can check that out, which Jenny's and I will be there.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, follow, and share, and don't forget to
ring that bell.
Hey guys, we hope you all have one awesome day.
Love ya.